seems to like whenever I come to the airport, I always get really hungry. Whenever I reduce training, I feel my hunger a lot more. Obviously, exercise induces a bit of cortisol, a bit of stress, and you don't get the same hunger pains. But as soon as ever I come to the airport, when I'm tapering, I always get really hungry. ¿Quieres? ¿Es este? Uy, oh, bugger. My bad. So, just got to feed. As I said, whenever I reduce training, I seem to just get really hungry. I guess I just don't have that stress in my body, so my body's like craving fuel. So, as always, I think this is the right one. Always get an ensaimada. That's tradition. I think I've been doing this like 4 years now, ever since I started racing Hyrox. So I'll bang that in, I'll bang the sandwich in. We've got to wait probably 45 minutes for our flight. The airport here is so much smoother. They've built it up, so going through security, and that's always fast. So we've got a bit of time to kill, and we'll enjoy this and then get ready for the flight. So it's Thursday morning. The race for Hamburg is on tomorrow night, so we're getting the plane over now. It's a 10 o'clock flight, get it at 12 o'clock. Once we arrive, we've got to head straight to the venue. We've got a media gig, and then go into the mandatory brief. So this is a good thing about living in Europe. You can just get flights. Hopefully there's no delay, touch wood. But we can fly out in the morning, just spend the night there, and then race tomorrow night. I do have 2 races this weekend, so this is going to be interesting. This is my first time doing that, so hopefully my recovery is on point. Over the weekend I'll be showing you through my strategies of how I'm going to be able to recover quickly, ice bath, the supplements I'm going to take, how I'm going to use nutrition, and take you through the full weekend. So hopefully we can get there in one piece, get these appointments done, and then settle in for the night, guys.
Thank you for flying this scene. We wish you a pleasant onward journey. Bye-bye.
So we made it, just arrived from the airport. The flight was delayed a little bit, a bit of a pain in the ass, but I made it with 20 minutes to go. So I've got a media gig now, in 20 minutes, so media gig, and then I'll go into the mandatory brief that we have after that. I feel pretty good. It's a little bit cold here. It's 15 degrees. It's about 10 degrees cooler than it is in Mallorca, but I'll get used to that nice and quickly. As you can see behind us here, you've got the ESN. The ESN little competition going there. Obviously they're my main sponsor, so really happy to see them out here, and hopefully get to represent them well in this competition. So we'll go in, find out where this media gig is and get that ticked off. So just wrapped up the mandatory brief. It only goes to 30 minutes now, so they've cut it quite a lot, which is pretty handy. A lot of new faces in there, which is pretty cool to see. A lot of excitement. What I'll do now is I'm heading back to the hotel. I've got to do a shakeout run, so 20-minute run with some faster strides. I always do that before a race, the day before a race. And then just wind down for the night. Got to eat, get some more carbs into me, and then we'll be back tomorrow. So tomorrow morning I've got to be back here with Graham for the doubles media gig. That's at 10 o'clock. And then we've got some more briefs with the doubles racing. So it's going to be a busy couple of days. Super excited to get out there tomorrow. I had a quick look at the course. So it looks like it's like 50 metre straights here. So 50 metres, box, 50 metre, box, 50 metre, which will be yeah, very interesting. So by the looks of it, top end speed is going to be taken out of this. So it's going to be a lot more agile. You're going to have to be quick on your feet. Yeah, I've been training corners in training for a bit over a month now. So doing that once a week, hard cornering, it does require a bit of training because of the wear and tear on the ankles and the knees, and slowing down a little bit of pace, picking up, accelerating. Doing that for an hour is going to be pretty brutal. So if people aren't ready for it, they're going to feel it. But I'm confident I've done enough work. But the venue looks really cool, really cool. So for spectator purposes and for broadcasting, it looks like it's going to be great for that. So let's hope that the sport just keeps growing the way it is. I did hear a little whisper that maybe by the end of next season, or start of next season, this will be on TV. Some type of TV network will pick this up, which will be awesome. Yeah. So even though I'm 39 in a couple of days, if I can keep maintaining. The amount of training and hard work I'm doing, which I'm confident I've still got a few more years left in me. As long as I'm looking after my body, staying healthy, and ultimately still enjoying all this, it should be an exciting couple of years to come up. I'm just walking back to where I was. Are you on the street?
I don't speak English, brother. I'm in Mr. Halle.
I see. Can you wait there 1 minute? Just 1 minute? Yes.
My number.
I'm coming now. One moment.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Okay. So I've lost. My phone must have fell out of my pocket, or. I don't know how that happened. I'm usually pretty good with mobiles. Since I stopped drinking and don't party anymore, I usually don't lose things. Hello, I'm at the entrance to the Messe. Hopefully we've got 2 single beds. Hopefully we're not sharing a double bed. That look on past it, haven't we? So my wife arrives tomorrow afternoon, so she'll have her own room with Luna, the baby, so we can try and sleep without too much disruption. 2 single beds, good. G'day guys, so it's 8 in the morning here. I'm gonna go have some breakfast. It's race day, my first race day. What you can see here is it's a bit of a nutrition plan. So basically, Since I worked with a nutritionist about a year ago, we came up with a plan which sort of will cover all my fuel needs, so carbs, fats and protein for the day. Predominantly it's going to be heavy in carbs. So I've always stuck to this ever since. It seems to work pretty well. So I always aim for breakfast around this time. I want to get in around 750 up to like 800-900 calories. 100 carbs, 20-30 protein and 20 to 30 fat. Now it doesn't have to stick to it, but it's just a bit of a good gauge, so I know I'm getting enough fuel in the day. And I don't really track anymore on using a fitness app. I used to use MyFitnessPal. I stopped that just because I've just got too much on my plate, I feel, and I get enough energy in to cover my training needs. But on race day, I do this just to make sure that I do have enough fuel in. So it's pretty handy to have that. So if you work with a nutritionist, coming up with something like this is definitely a good strategy for moving forward. In a bit, I'll show you this through basically what I eat, just all easy processed food, like so my digestion doesn't get affected too much. This is basically pretty much what I'll eat before a race. So we've got some cereal, a bit of yogurt, some dried fruit, white bread. I didn't know there was a lot of different breads up there, so I don't want one with heaps of fibre and like rye or anything like this. So some eggs, just a bit of avocado, jamon coming from Spain, and just a few pastries there. So this will probably be around 800 to 1,000. But that's enough. Yeah, and some juice as well, and a coffee. So nothing complicated. I don't stick to a really strict like I'm only having certain foods. My stomach, I feel, is pretty tolerant to a lot of different foods. So this is basically what I'll eat in the morning of the race. So what we found out today, it's Friday, it's a public holiday in Germany. So at the hotel they said no supermarkets are open, nothing's open. I said I needed to get ice and they said you won't be able to get it. So I found a service station, which is like a 5-10 minute walk from the hotel, and I have ice. So yeah, I'll be using ice for my race vest, my ice vest. I'll be eating ice and my ice bath after the race, which will be pretty brutal, but it's good to know that we have ice. I just got to make sure it's 24 hours so I can come back at any time when I need to. G'day guys, so it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I race in 3 hours. The women have started. So I'll be keeping a close eye on that because I want to see how the sleds are moving. Potentially if they move fast, I've got to change my game. If they move slow, I don't really have to change my game. But what I'm doing now is I'm prepping the ice, which I talk about often, where it's a cooling down procedure. So I eat ice before I race and I use ice packs in a vest. So I'm getting this done. Today's a public holiday, so it was a pain in the ass to find somewhere which had ice. So basically, this is just a cheap device from Amazon. You put ice in the top, you push it down. Like so. So I fill 2 of these up. So after I warm up, I do a 10-minute run, 1K hard for 3-4 minutes hard, get a few dynamic exercises, hit the stations a little bit, then I put the vest on and I start eating ice. So basically the idea is to get as cold as I can, because indoors when we race this intensity we overheat, so I'm trying to delay that. So it's uncomfortable, but I did this in World Champs and it seemed to help a lot, so we'll see how it goes today. A lot of bikes here. So what we did, 10-minute warm up, 3 minutes hard. So the body's primed now. We'll go in, do a little bit of dynamic stretching, hit the sleds real quick, and then I'll get the ice on. So what happened was I arrived here with my wife and I left my ice bag at home. So I prepped all that ice, McConey, who's at the Henry now, had to go back and get it. So thank you for that, mate. I'm going to go in now, do the dynamic stretching, hit this equipment, and then get the ice on, cool down. We've got 30 odd minutes before we got to be ready. Heart rate's down. So just finished the race, got back to the hotel. It's 9:30 at night. So we finished about 8 o'clock. So I got 11th by the looks of it. I ran a 56:50, which is not a bad time. I think that's my third fastest time ever, to be honest. So it wasn't a bad time. I'm actually happy with how I went. There's a few areas which I I need to improve on, I guess. And the whole mindset I had on with this race was I thought I could get a good result, but Melbourne is my A race, so I've got 8 weeks to fine tune these areas. So starting at the ski erg, that went well. The running at the start was fast. I don't need to check the times, but my watch picked me up at a 3:10 kilometre. So the boys are running fast. It's super fast out there. The level of competition. Sled push felt heavy. Um, it was heavier than what I was expecting. Still like a 234 push. The pull, I clawed back. I did a 255 pull. I'm always pretty good at the sled pull. Then I was back in the race, and then the burpees hurt me as they always do. So I fell back a little bit there. Getting through the row, I think I'm sitting like 9th, 10th. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sort of down the list. But I'm still in this because I know the back end of my race is strong. So on the farmer's carry, I dropped it 3 times. I don't know how Hyrox make this mistake, but the buckets didn't have chalk. So at this level, I don't know why this is still happening. Because usually they've got a ball that you can dust your hands with, or there's loose chalk. And by the time I got there, there's no chalk. And the kettlebells before me, they were wet from another guy using them. So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but anyway, I did a 150 farmer's carry from dropping him. So that automatically, I've lost 20 seconds there, 25 seconds. Lunges weren't my typical sort of 3-minute or sub 3-minute time. So I lost 15, 20 seconds there. Wall balls, I lost because I just felt cooked, to be honest. My nervous system was quite shot. So all up, if I turned up and I was in my best shape, which this is not what I'm in my best shape, like as I said, Melbourne is where I'm going to be, I would have ran probably about a minute 20, minute 30 faster. So it would have put me a mid to low 55. Now, I'll take this on the chin. I'm happy with how I went. Obviously, I need to work on a few areas. The level of competition, as I said, it's up there, yeah. So if this is the typical course we're going to get, and we had brand new equipment, so the predictability of how the sleds are going to feel, which is a big part of the race. If we can, I'm going to have to train that stimulus a little bit more because it was harder than I expected. The grip on the carpet, the turf, I should say, is you need to get used to that. So if you had the turf to train on, it would actually, I think, really be beneficial for training. I don't have that, but it is what it is. So moving forward, I've got to recover now. So I've got 5 bags of ice. I'm going to chuck that in the bath. I'm going to eat some food. I'm going to jump in the ice. Going to try to recover these legs. I don't know how they're going to turn up tomorrow. Take some sleep aids, some melatonin, try to get some decent sleep, and then because I've got doubles tomorrow. So this is my first time doing the ice bath in a race setting. I've got some boots I'll be wearing tomorrow, compression boots. I'll show you them. I'll get up, do some mobility, go for a little bit of a bike ride in the morning, try and clear these legs out, and then I'll be meeting up with Graham. So hopefully we can send it tomorrow night, hopefully get a qualify there or set a really fast time. But we're both pumped to do well tomorrow. Graham raced tonight in the single pro, trying to get a fast time. I think he ran a 57:30, so not quite what he wanted. So tomorrow we'll be looking to get a good result. But to be honest, how I feel tonight, I couldn't do any better than what I did. My running felt good. Obviously, I've got a few areas to pick up on, but I'm content with how this went. So have some food, jump in the ice, and then we'll hit the sack. These ice that I had from my vest before. I should have actually mentioned before. Rocco broke a world record tonight, which it's bloody amazing. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. The first 3 guys, Dylan and Hida. Bloody quick. They're setting the bar high for the rest of the season. But like last season, it's such a long season. you can get quite burnt out. So it'll be interesting to see how athletes can manage the long season. But as I said, like my goal is to peak in Melbourne and then come back down and then pick up again for Stockholm. So what guys do and how they manage their training load and peaking will be very interesting. All right, we're nearly there. All right. So I need to spend 8 to 12 minutes in here apparently to get the max benefit. Anything after that is not really beneficial. So like anything, you just rip the band-aid off. Don't think, just act as Nike says. So So I just want my legs here. I'm not going to go. I'm not that. All right. 154. I think breathing is really important for stuff like this. I'm already starting to shiver. Fucking shivering. 1 minute. I need to get a photo report on Instagram. Oh, if this was up to my chest. Oh, there we go. G'day winners, so it's about 10 in the morning on Saturday, so race last night. I've woken up, not feeling too bad. You can never sleep well after these single races when they're late at night. So the sleep's wasn't great, but my body actually feels alright. I think that ice definitely does help. So I've had breakfast with the family. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump in some boots. These are from Wellness, current body. So I haven't used a heap of these just because time-wise with kids and that at home, but I remembered to bring them this time. So what I'll do is use them to try to get some blood flow. Then I'm going to go jump on the bike or run. It's wet outside, so running outside is probably not going to be the best option. So I'll go ride a bike after this, but I'll get some blood flow now, and then went out race until 7 o'clock tonight, so I've got all day to sort of chill out. The idea is to keep moving, don't be too static, so my legs don't get too seized up, because usually day 2, day 3 my legs get the sorest. So if I can keep active and keep blood flow, this should help a lot. So I'll spend 20 minutes in these, and then I want to go use the bike for a bit and do some mobility. G'day guys, so I just used those boots, so got a bit of blood flowing. I'm going to go use the gym now. I'm going to ride the bike for a little bit and then I'll jump on the treadmill, maybe just do 10-15 minutes of easy running, just so I'll make sure everything's right, get that blood flowing, and then just do some mobility. And then what I'll do is chill out again, got lunch, and then I'll try to have a siesta this afternoon, to be honest. I can usually sleep in the afternoon, especially after lunch. So go and knock this over, make sure the body is going to be good to go for tonight. They're like, where are you? I'm like, Grady's coming. It's okay. He's going to be here. We'll come in now.
Who's that?
Oh yeah, Cody. You remember from Paris, right?
Good to see you.
From Scotland, Australia, put your hands together for Graham Hansen and John Williams. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
about 8 o'clock at night. We finished. That was a doubles race. That was tough. That stung a lot. We ended up. I actually don't know what position me and Graham got. I think it's 6th or 7th. We ran a 51 mid. Got a penalty on the sled pull. That was my mistake. I passed the rope, and you can't pass the rope. I brain fart. Just didn't actually know there was a rule, but my mistake. But we wouldn't have got that top 3. This level of competition, these runs are so fast. My watch clocked me at a 3:01 kilometre that first run. So this is the speed in which us boys are moving in these doubles races. So that was a good stimulus. Graham hooked in. He's a little bit better runner than me, so he dragged me around there for a while. Moving forward, I needed some more stimuluses like this. You can't get this in training. This stung a lot. I need this stimulus. So we've got 8 weeks for Brisbane. Will we do doubles in Brisbane? I don't know. I need to speak with Graham about this. He's still trying to get the qualifier to make his way back into the elite solo. So hopefully he can get that in the next 2 weeks in Stuttgart. And then he will come back. He'll come to Oz. Then we will definitely do doubles. But we'll have to see how this goes. But I'll go recover after this. No ice bath tonight because I want to absorb this adaptation to how hard this was. But I'm not disappointed. It's realistic. I seem to start the seasons pretty slow. That's what's sort of happened the last few seasons. So a few more races, more race-paced effort, and I'll be back in 8 weeks ready to go.